Can you hear me okay? Great. So I'm Sam, and I was lucky enough to serve at the World Centre from about September 2007 until June 2010. And I think the first thing I'd say is that, you know, in March 2007, I had no thought whatsoever of serving at the World Centre. But it was actually a friend of mine that applied, and through that I thought, gosh, I said, it's a real possibility. So my first comment is, maybe through a meeting like this, or maybe through a conversation you'll have with someone else, you know, seeds can be planted, and I think the idea of serving at the World Centre is the most wonderful, wonderful thing, and if you let that be in your consciousness, it's a real possibility, it's a real need, and hopefully we'll get more and more people to come, because they're always looking for new staff. I think you see the news announcements which are looking for particular things, but I think in addition to that, they're always looking for new staff, and it's such a wonderful thing. And just to say as well, actually applying to the World Centre is a very easy process, relatively speaking, and so many of the practicalities are taken care of. So if you're someone like me that gets put off by the idea of big, complicated things, this is not one of them. It's a really easy thing to do. Needless to say, there are so many blessings that come with serving at the World Centre. First and foremost, you know, the chance to serve full-time for the cause. I mean, what an opportunity that is. And of course, being then in this close proximity to the shrines, I mean, you know, I think for most staff, they were in the habit of visiting Bahai, you know, the shrine of Baha'u'llah, at least once a week, and to really spend time there, and to be part of this global community. I think they have, what is it, 80 countries represented, something like that. So you're really part of this community from around the world. And one of the things you really get with that is kind of a bird's eye view of the faith. And you know, you're hearing news and stories from all around the world, all parts of the world, and I think, you know, there's the opportunity, of course, for study, for growth. You're kind of immersed, you're surrounded by the history of the faith itself. I think Shogi Effendi had made a reference to pilgrims, that they were something like the lifeblood of the cause. It's like the blood that comes in and gets oxygenated in the World Centre and then goes back out to feed the body of the community. It's how much more, you know, for the staff members that are able to be there for a few years and then really use those skills and those experiences back in the field. Some people worry about the fact, you know, is it the best contribution I can make? And often, you know, being in the World Centre for some time, it can really reinforce your efforts outside as well. So there's no contradiction there. And just the final comment I want to make is kind of the same thing, actually. My philosophy personally, if I'm speaking to people, I always encourage people to apply to serve at the World Centre if their life circumstances permit it. Of course, for some people that's not possible, and that's fine. But if it's at all possible, definitely apply. And the reason for this is that if you apply, you're giving the House of Justice the opportunity to call on you to serve. I think in almost every case, if I'm not wrong, I think in almost every case they make the decision themselves at the House of Justice, and so they're the ones then that are calling you potentially to serve. And if you don't apply, you're not giving them that opportunity. And of course, they may say no for a whole range of reasons, and that's absolutely fine. But if you don't apply at all, maybe they really need you, but you'll never know unless you apply. So that's my.
Hi, my name's Natalie, and like Dan said, I'm from New Zealand, and I just wanted to share just some little snippets of what it was like for me. Like Dan said, I was 17 when I wanted to apply, but I found out that you couldn't until you were 18. So I decided to go to uni first, which I think was a blessing because that helped me when I was serving in the World Centre. And once I was accepted, it was an amazing experience, just even down to little things as someone coming from the other side of the world and never having lived elsewhere, you know, besides my family home, to arrive there at the airport and have someone from the World Centre there ready to greet me and take care of me and help me find my way to Tel Aviv, to Haifa from Tel Aviv, to them helping me find my accommodation and carrying my bags up 6 flights of stairs, to my new flatmates from around the world, knowing that I was from New Zealand and leaving a packet of chocolate biscuits they knew were from that area on my pillow to help me feel more at home. So just some of the things, just the love that you feel from everybody that's serving there, and I think everyone's grateful to be served, to be serving and have that opportunity, like Sam said, to have access to the shrines on a daily basis is an amazing bounty. And to be able to use consultation on a daily basis in your everyday work with your colleagues, if you come across a problem, to know that there's support and accompaniment. Anyone who knows me knows that maths is not my strong point. And yet, after applying in several interviews with several people in the World Centre, they decided to give me the job of financial processing clerk. So I had to go with a lot of attachment and a lot of faith to think, well, the World Centre thinks I can do this, and they've interviewed me, then I can do this. So, and there was a lot of love and a lot of support in that role. And I worked with people from Guyana, from Russia, from America, so from all different sorts of backgrounds. And some of these people are, my lifelong friends that I visited all around the world. I now can go anywhere almost in the world and know that I have a place to stay and friends to show me around and things like that. So those are just a few snippets of my experience. But like Sam said, I was only there a year and a half, and it went very quickly. But like Sam said, anybody I talk to, they even mention I have a friend, like, please apply. They're constantly looking out for people. And like Sam said, even if this is not the right time for your specific skill set, at least they know of you. If the opportunity arises in the future that they think you could be of service. Also, because I worked in the Department of Personnel, which helps do the recruiting and the hiring and things like that, but I was more to do with staff and policies and helping staff with various questions. But from what I heard about from the recruiters, even if the house, wasn't able to use your specific skill set at the time, they know. They're the world, they're the Universal Health of Justice. Maybe there's some other use for you in your community and things like that at this particular time that you're not aware of. So it's good just to keep that in mind